What if one of the most recognizable brands in the world started with a man selling shoes from the trunk of his car? No massive stores, no famous logo, no billion-dollar marketing campaigns. Just one runner, one coach, and a crazy belief that running shoes could be better. This is how Nike began. Before there was Nike, there was a company called Blue Ribbon Sports, and behind it were two men, Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman. Knight had been a middle-distance runner at the University of Oregon, where Bowerman was his track coach. Bowerman wasn't an ordinary coach. He was obsessed with improving athletic performance, especially running shoes. He believed a shoe should be lighter, more comfortable, and better suited to the athlete wearing it. Knight had a different obsession: business. While studying at Stanford, he developed an idea around selling high-quality, inexpensive Japanese running shoes in America. He believed Japanese manufacturers could challenge the dominant European shoe companies. But having an idea wasn't enough. Knight needed someone who understood athletes. He turned to his old coach, and the two made a deal. They each put in $500, and Blue Ribbon Sports was born. But this was anything but a glamorous beginning. Knight didn't have a giant retail store. He sold shoes out of the trunk of his car at track meets. He would show up where runners were competing, open the trunk, and start selling. One pair at a time, one customer at a time. The company was growing, but slowly. And Knight still had another job. For years, he couldn't simply walk away from his regular career and become a full-time entrepreneur. The dream had to survive while he worked for a living. Meanwhile, Bowerman was doing something completely different. He was experimenting, taking apart shoes, studying how runners moved, trying different materials, looking for ways to make a better running shoe. Then came one of the strangest breakthroughs in sports history. Bowerman was thinking about traction. He wanted a lightweight shoe that could grip the ground without relying on traditional spikes. One morning, he looked at a waffle iron, and suddenly, he had an idea. What if the pattern of a waffle could become the sole of a running shoe? It sounded ridiculous, so he tried it. He experimented with rubber and polyurethane using his wife's waffle iron. The first attempts weren't perfect, but Bowerman kept experimenting. Eventually, he created a lightweight sole with a raised pattern that provided excellent traction. A simple breakfast appliance had inspired a major innovation. But innovation alone doesn't build an empire. Nike still needed a brand. In the early 1970s, Blue Ribbon Sports began moving